Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Gabby and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Guide. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. This is number 4 in the College Bound series installment, and it's all about what to do your first time in a college classroom. So what are some of the habits that you have to pick up right away to be successful as far as academics? So we've talked about roommates, we've talked about what to do your first weekend on campus, we've talked about what to do before you even get to campus. And now it's time to focus on your academics and focus on what you're actually there for in the first place, which is to get your education and get that degree. So if you are interested, go ahead and keep watching. All right, everyone, so let's go ahead and jump right into the content. The first thing that you have to do when you enter a college classroom is get to know your professor. Yes, I said get to know your professor. The reason why I say that is because it is super duper important that you establish a relationship with the person that's going to be teaching you, especially if you know that you are taking a class that's a bit more of a challenge for you. For example, for me, math is a huge challenge. So I made sure that the teacher that I had for that particular subject, I let them know right off the bat on the first day. Maybe you come 5 minutes early before class. Maybe you wait till everyone leaves at the end of class, but you establish a relationship and let your professor know, hey, this class is not my strong suit. Or because there are so many faces and so many students in a college class a lot of the time, just letting them know, hey, I'm not just a number. This is my name. This is what I'm majoring in. And just establish that relationship with your professor. You may not understand, the significance of it, but I promise you, if you go in and every class you go into trying to kind of make it a point to really get to know the person that's teaching you and really make your face known, make yourself known, it's going to make things a lot better in the long run. So let's say down the line, there's a test that you didn't really do great on, but because you've established that relationship with your professor, maybe they'll bump you up a few points. Or maybe because you've let them know, hey, this isn't my strong suit, but I'm willing to work. They see you answering questions in class and doing things like that. Maybe they will boost you in the end. Maybe they'll remember your face and it'll help your grade. Or even further than that, maybe you'll need them down the line for a recommendation letter or anything else like that. So please make sure that you establish a relationship with your professor in every class. I promise you, it is a smart thing to do. Number 2, don't be afraid to ask questions. I think this is one of the biggest hangups for people who are just starting in college. Sometimes, again, because there's so many people in your classroom, it kind of gets hard to ask those questions and raise your hand and put yourself out there. Even for me now in grad school, sometimes I'm a little bit weary of asking questions. Please, please, please ask those questions. No question is a dumb question because you are trying to learn. You are trying to gain knowledge, and don't let anybody tell you different. So if you don't understand something, make sure that you are asking those questions. Again, even if you have to go up to your professor after class is over and say, hey, I didn't quite catch that. Can you please re-explain that to me? I promise you it's going to help you for the long haul. I mean, your entire college career, if you just get it in your head right now that it is okay to ask questions. So please do not forget to ask questions. Don't be afraid to do that because I guarantee you it's going to be a huge help for your grades in the long run. Number 3, build reputation. And what I mean by building reputation is don't be late. Don't be that person that comes 15, 20 minutes late to class and you're wiping the crud out your eyes. Don't be that person who sits all the way in the back when you know there's like 3 or 4 rows of people that aren't in those rows and you just decide to sit in the farthest seat in the back of the class. Like, you're making a horrible impression. Like, that stuff might have been cute in high school, but again, when you're in college, it's a completely different ball game, right? So you want to make a good impression, especially at those smaller colleges. I know I went to a very, very small school, and sometimes when you are in a certain department, word gets around that, hey, you're that kid that does that. Like, please believe me, you have to set up a good reputation for yourself. So try to be on time. Try to be 5 minutes early if you can. Try to be that person that sits towards the front of the classroom, especially if you're one of those people who you know you're taking a class and you have no idea what's going on in that class. Like, do not sit in the back because you know you need to be in the front. But anywho, make a good impression, build up your reputation, and let it be known that you are a good student, because again, like I said in the beginning, it really does help you. If your teacher knows that you're trying, if your teacher knows that you're a good student, you turn in your work on time, you're not the person asking for extensions every 5 minutes, then it's going to help you at the end of the semester when it comes down to your grade being an 89% and a 90, or you being on the cusp of a grade. So again, build up your reputation and be a good student. And the last tip for you guys is number 4. Think positive, guys. I cannot stress this enough. Positivity is key. As DJ Khaled would say, it's a major key. If you think positive, if you tell yourself, I'm going to do great in this class, I'm going to get an A, I set a goal for myself, and this is what's going to happen, then that's what's going to happen for you. So you have to think positive. Even if you are in a class you don't want to be in, maybe you're taking an 8 a.m. class and you're like, oh my God, what is this? I don't want to be up at 6 a.m. every day to get to class. Listen, it is what it is. Be positive, right? Anything that happens in college, it only lasts for a semester or maybe even a year. You have to be positive, because positivity is what is going to float you through that first semester and every semester from the first one all the way up until graduation. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Those are your 4 tips for your first time in a college classroom. I am rooting for you guys. I know a lot of you are getting ready to go away to school. You're packing up your stuff. Maybe some of you are already on campus. I hope these videos have been helpful and will be helpful to you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.